Virgo, September 9th is not an ordinary day. It is a turning point written in the heavens. This eclipse will not just shift the skies, it will test your soul, strip away illusions, and force you to face what you've been running from. This is not astrology fluff. This is spiritual warfare. Hidden fears, unspoken wounds, and silent battles will rise to the surface. And on this day, you will either conquer them or be conquered by them. The eclipse is a mirror, and it will expose the truth. Are you ready for your destiny, or are you still chained to the past? Virgo, heaven and hell are both watching. This moment is a contract with your soul. If you rise, doors will open that no force on earth or hell can close. But if you fail, the same cycle will repeat, and it will not release you until 2033. Stay with me for the next 25 minutes, because I'm going to reveal the 3 spiritual traps designed to block your blessing, the exact signs that will prove you're under testing, and the actions you must take to shield your destiny. The countdown has already begun. Virgo, let's talk about the power of this September 9th eclipse, because this is not just another event in the sky. This is not just the moon passing over the sun or shadows dancing across the heavens. This is a spiritual checkpoint, a divine reset, a mirror that will reflect everything you've been trying to hide from yourself. On this night, the sky itself will become a mirror, reflecting your hidden wounds, your karmic debts, and your unspoken desires. Every shadow you've been ignoring, every secret pain you've been burying, every delay you've been tolerating, it all comes to the surface. The universe is saying, Virgo, no more running, no more pretending, no more silence. This eclipse is not random. It is an appointed time. You see, there are moments in your life where destiny pauses the clock, where heaven leans in and says, this is the test. This is the moment where your choices will ripple into the next 8 years. And that's exactly what this September 9th eclipse is. It's not just another day on the calendar, it's a divine appointment. And what does it test? It tests your loyalty to your calling. Virgo, you are a sign of service, discipline, and truth. But sometimes your gift of discernment becomes a curse of overthinking. Sometimes your patience turns into procrastination. Sometimes your loyalty is given to the wrong people, the wrong places, or the wrong habits. And this eclipse is here to strip that away. It's asking you, will you stay loyal to distractions, or will you stay loyal to destiny? Because hear me clearly, this eclipse exposes distractions, the false voices, the fake opportunities, the people who only show up when it benefits them. Suddenly, during this season, masks fall off. Friends you thought were loyal will show their true colours. Offers that looked golden will reveal themselves as traps. And conversations that seemed harmless will reveal toxic intentions. The eclipse doesn't lie, Virgo. It shines a light on what you've been too afraid to see. Spiritually, this is warfare. The enemy knows the blessing that is about to be released over your life, and he wants to keep you tied to the old cycle. That's why in the days leading to September 9th, you may feel pulled in different directions. You may feel drained, restless, even attacked. It's not your imagination, it's resistance. Because your next season is about to be unlocked, and the closer you get to your breakthrough, the louder the noise becomes. Virgo, let me put this into perspective. Imagine the heavens as a great courtroom. On September 9th, your name is called. On one side, heaven is testifying on your behalf, declaring the promises, the gifts, and the destiny written for you. On the other side, the enemy is accusing you, reminding the universe of every mistake, every delay, every weakness you've carried. And right in the middle, your choices become the evidence. This eclipse is not just light and shadow in the sky, it is heaven and hell both placing their bets on your decision. Think about that. The stakes could not be higher. This is not just about Virgo season. This is about cycles. This is about the next 8 years of your life. This is about whether you repeat the same old patterns or finally break free. That's why the energy feels so heavy. That's why your spirit feels restless right now. Because the eclipse is already pulling on your soul. It's already calling out your hidden doubts. It's already whispering, "Are you ready to pass this test? Or will you fall back into the familiar?" And here's the truth. The familiar feels safe, but it's a trap. The familiar is where your blessings go to die. The eclipse is asking you to leave behind comfort zones, to confront lies, to silence the false voices that have been dictating your choices. Virgo, this is a night of exposure. Everything hidden will come to light, and you cannot afford to ignore it. You cannot dismiss it, because silence is also a choice, and on September 9th, your silence will speak louder than your words. So prepare yourself. The eclipse will come like a storm. Some will run in fear, but the chosen ones, the awakened Virgos, will stand in alignment. They will look at the mirror in the sky and say, "I am not afraid of my truth. I am not afraid of my destiny. I choose to pass this test." Mark this well. The September 9th eclipse is not here to destroy you. It is here to refine you. But refinement is fire, and fire either makes you pure or burns you to ashes. Which one it will be depends on your choices, your focus, and your courage. Virgo, heaven and hell are watching. The stage is set. The battlefield is prepared. And the question that echoes through eternity is this: when the shadow passes over the light, will you rise into destiny, or will you sink back into delay? This is the night when heaven and hell both place their bets on your choices. Virgo, now that you understand the power of this eclipse, let's move into the battlefield itself. September 9th is not just a date. It is a test with 3 traps designed to pull you away from your destiny. These traps are ancient. They are the same weapons the enemy has used on every chosen one before you. But if you recognize them, you can overcome them. If you fall for them, the cycle repeats for 8 more years. Test 1, the trap of fear. Virgo, the first weapon is fear. During this eclipse, your old patterns will rise like ghosts from the past. Memories of rejection, fear of being abandoned, fear of stepping outside your comfort zone, fear of starting something new. You will feel the whisper, what if you fail? What if no one supports you? What if you lose everything? But here's the truth. Fear is nothing but a shadow. It looks big, but it has no power unless you bow to it. Fear is the jailer that keeps you locked inside cycles. And on September 9th, the eclipse will bring those shadows to the surface, not to break you, but to see if you will face them head on. This is the key. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is choosing to move forward while fear is still screaming. If you give in to fear, the door of destiny will close and the cycle will repeat. But if you take one bold step forward, heaven will open doors no man can shut. Virgo, hear me? The eclipse is not testing how strong you are. It is testing how faithful you are. Courage is the only key. Test 2, the voice of distraction. Second trap is distraction. In the days surrounding this eclipse, people around you may suddenly test your patience, your peace, even your loyalty. Arguments may erupt out of nowhere. Misunderstandings may come like fire. Gossip and chaos will try to pull you in. Why? Because distraction is the enemy's favorite weapon. The devil knows he cannot steal your destiny, but he can get you to waste it. He can get you caught in battles that don't matter, conversations that drain your energy, relationships that tie up your focus. And Virgo, because you care deeply and want peace, you may feel pulled to fix everything, to respond to every voice, to prove yourself in every conflict. But hear this, not every battle is yours to fight. On September 9th, you must be ruthless about your focus. Every minute wasted in drama is a minute stolen from your purpose. Every word wasted on gossip is energy stolen from your assignment. This eclipse will reveal who is truly for you and who is simply noise. Do not be pulled into traps. Do not waste your energy trying to convince those who were never meant to understand your calling. Distraction is bait. Ignore it and you win. Take the bait and you lose your focus, and with it, your blessing. Test 3. The temptation of delay. The final test is the most dangerous because it feels the most harmless. It is the temptation of delay. Virgo, procrastination will whisper, "Wait until tomorrow. You'll do it later. The timing isn't right. Just rest a little longer." But listen carefully. September 9th is not tomorrow. It is not next week. It is now. The eclipse is a window, a doorway, and once it closes, it does not open again for years. The temptation of delay is deadly because it tricks you into believing you still have time. But destiny is urgent. Miracles move on appointed schedules. If you say later, you forfeit the breakthrough that was meant for now. Virgo, do not let hesitation rob you. The universe will not hold the door open forever. On September 9th, you must act, you must speak, you must step forward. If you delay, the opportunity dissolves into the shadows. Closing this section. So remember, Virgo, on this night, you will face 3 destiny tests. Fear will rise, distraction will scream, and delay will whisper. But if you choose courage, silence the noise, and act without hesitation, you will pass. Fail, and the cycle repeats until 2033. Pass, and your life shifts into a destiny no power in hell can block. Virgo, now that you know the 3 destiny tests, let's go deeper. Because the universe will not leave you blind. It will send you signs that the test has begun. These are not random. These are not accidents. They are divine alarms, spiritual alerts meant to wake you up. If you ignore them, you fall into the trap. But if you recognize them, you gain the power to respond with wisdom. Here are the signs you must watch for in the days leading up to September 9th. Sign 1. Sudden conflict before the eclipse. Out of nowhere, tension rises. A loved one snaps at you. An argument breaks out at work. A misunderstanding explodes in your family. You may ask yourself, where did this come from? Why now? It comes because spiritual warfare often shows itself through human conflict. The closer you are to breakthrough, the more the enemy stirs chaos to throw you off balance. Virgo, this is not about the argument, it's about your reaction. The eclipse will test whether you fight battles that matter or waste your strength on distractions. When conflict appears, don't take the bait. Don't lose your peace. This is not a coincidence. It's an alarm. Sign 2. Dreams that reveal hidden enemies. In this season, your dreams will not be ordinary. Pay attention to them. You may see people from your past. You may see shadows, snakes, or situations that reveal betrayal. These are not just dreams. They are revelations. The universe is pulling back the curtain, showing you who is for you and who is against you. Virgo, you have always had intuition, but during this eclipse, your spiritual vision is heightened. If you wake up remembering a dream vividly, write it down. Don't dismiss it. It is guidance. Sometimes your soul sees what your eyes ignore. Dreams are heaven's way of whispering the truth. Sign 3. Heavy tiredness or spiritual attacks. You may feel drained, exhausted, or even attacked in your sleep. Suddenly, you're more tired than usual. You wake up restless. Your body feels heavy. Your spirit feels burdened. This is not just fatigue, it's resistance. The closer you move toward your destiny, the stronger the pushback. Virgo, spiritual attacks increase when blessings are near. The enemy cannot stop the eclipse, but but he can try to weaken you so you enter it unprepared. Do not surrender to this heaviness. Pray, meditate, cleanse your space, rest intentionally, protect your energy like it's gold, because it is. Sign 4, strange number patterns. 9, 11, 33 numbers carry codes. In this season, you may start seeing repeating numbers on clocks, receipts, addresses, or even dreams. Pay attention, Virgo. These are not coincidences, they are alarms. 9 represents endings, the closing of an old cycle. 11 represents alignment, destiny doors opening. 33 represents divine protection and guidance from higher realms. When you see these numbers, pause and ask yourself, what was I thinking just now? What choice am I about to make? These numbers appear to confirm or to warn. They are heaven's way of saying, be alert. You are standing at the threshold of destiny. Sign 5, feeling watched or pressured. Virgo, in the days before the eclipse, you may feel like eyes are on you. You sense a pressure in the atmosphere, as if every choice you make is being weighed. You may even feel paranoid, like you're under spiritual surveillance. That feeling is not madness, it's reality. Because heaven is watching, hell is watching, and your soul knows it. This sense of being observed is a sign that the test has already begun. The weight you feel is destiny itself pressing on your shoulders. Don't run from it, stand in it. Because pressure doesn't come to crush you, it comes to prove what's inside you. Final reminder, Virgo, every one of these signs is an alarm, sudden conflict, strange dreams, exhaustion and attacks, numbers appearing over and over, that heavy sense of being watched. These are not coincidences. They are the universe screaming, wake up! The test has started, ignore them, and you stumble blindly into the traps of fear, distraction and delay. But recognize them, and you step into the eclipse prepared, alert and aligned. Remember, destiny never comes quietly. It always sends signs before it knocks on your door. September 9th is not just a date, it's a spiritual alarm clock. Virgo, the bells are already ringing. The question is, are you awake enough to hear them? Virgo, now that you know the traps and the signs, let's talk about what you must actually do to pass this September 9th eclipse test. Because destiny is not just about knowing, it's about acting. If you do nothing, the cycle repeats. But if you move with purpose, you unlock a door no power on earth or hell can close. Step 1. Fast or meditate 24 hours before the eclipse preparation is everything. The day before September 9th, you must clear your spirit. This can be through fasting, denying your body so your spirit rises higher, or through deep meditation, quieting the noise so you can hear divine instruction. Virgo, your mind runs fast, but this eclipse requires stillness. When you silence distractions, you will feel the shift. Messages, clarity, and direction will come. Do not walk into this battle unprepared. Center your soul before the shadow falls. Step 2. Cut off toxic connections that resurface around eclipse time. Don't be surprised if old connections suddenly reappear. The ex who betrayed you, the friend who drained you, the opportunity that once kept you stuck. These are not random, they are traps resurfacing to pull you back. Virgo, you cannot take old chains into your new destiny. If someone shows their true colors again during this season, believe them. Cut the cord. This is not cruelty, it is spiritual survival. Step 3. Affirm your destiny. Out loud, the eclipse is a mirror, but it is also a stage. Heaven and hell are watching, and silence is not an option. You must speak your destiny out loud. Affirm it, declare it, seal it. Say, I will pass this test. I will not be delayed. My destiny is mine. My cycle of freedom begins now. Virgo, your words carry weight. If you stay silent, your enemies win. But if you speak, heaven fights for you. Remember this: destiny is voice activated. Step 4. Protect your energy. On September 9th, you must guard your spirit like it's treasure. Stay out of gossip, avoid arguments, walk away from unnecessary drama. The enemy wants you drained, distracted, and reactive. Do not give him that victory. Protect your atmosphere, cleanse your home, burn incense, light candles, pray, or simply sit in silence. But keep your space sacred. Virgo, your energy is your weapon, and you cannot afford leaks. Final warning and charge. Virgo, if you stay silent, the shadows win. If you delay, the door closes. If you let fear or distraction control you, the cycle repeats until 2033. But if you prepare, cut ties, speak your destiny, and guard your spirit, then the eclipse becomes not a trap, but a doorway. Heaven is waiting for your voice. Destiny is waiting for your courage. September 9th will decide more than a season. It will decide your next 8 years. Do not be passive. Do not hesitate. Act and watch the universe move in your favor. Virgo, this is your instruction. Follow it, and no force in hell can stop your blessing. Virgo, September 9th is not just another day on the calendar, it is your soul's exam. It is the moment where the universe asks you one question: are you ready for your destiny, or will you stay chained to the past? This eclipse is the line in the sand. Pass it, and you rise into a future no man can block, no enemy can delay, no shadow can destroy. Fail it, and the cycle repeats until 2033, keeping you trapped in the same patterns, the same delays, the same disappointments. Virgo, the choice is yours. Do not let fear steal this moment. Do not let distraction waste it. Do not let delay close the door. Heaven has already aligned everything for you, but destiny requires your response. So I want you to seal this in your spirit right now. Comment below these words: I will pass my eclipse test. Speak it, write it, claim it. Subscribe for more divine guidance, and share this with another Virgo who needs this urgent warning. Chosen ones, stand firm, shield your soul, and walk boldly into September 9th. This is your hour of destiny.